That's Appleton Radio Show. It must be 7 p.m. on a Wednesday night because me and JT are here
for
ready to drop some tracks for y'all.
A year and a half just about or something, man, and still going strong with new tracks every week on Appleton Radio. Just psyched to continue to keep doing it, and this week is no exception to what is happening and what has been happening, man. And we got a book roster for like the next 2 months. It's ridiculous here at Appleton Radio.
Yeah, it's a really good feeling to see how it started and what it's come to, and we just thank all of y'all for tuning in and being a part of it with us, and that's why it's being as successful as it is. So definitely be on the lookout for new big things going with the Appleton Radio Show. And tonight is a jam-packed night, as JT said. We got IBI Instinct and El Shupacabra, the floppy disc jockey, coming through. You know, they are no strangers to the Appleton Radio Show, but they are going to come in. We're going to talk a lot about the new album, Second Wind. IBI is just
putting in work, and so is Shupe. I mean, that's the sick thing. We'll get into it, but Shupe produced every joint on this album, and on his first album, and on like 20 other albums, and just like it's awesome to be able to talk to these guys as usual, you know.
Definitely.
If they show up, you know, they're not even here. Hey, listen, you never know.
Definitely. There's rumors of speaking to El Shupacabra about his his story around having like over 8 drum machines just chilling. And
turtle necklaces.
Of course, we're also going to talk to IBI about his smoking habits, drinking habits, and where he will be performing next. So we got all kinds of things going on. We're going to start it off right now with a track from last year. Still a great track. We still want to keep it moving with the homies from GSO. They got Dr. Doom Orchestra coming up to rock a show with them at the Big Easy real soon. And big shout out to those fellas.
Yeah, absolutely, man. GSO in check off that Passionately Late album, which I'm certain you can still pick up in Bull Moose. You know what I'm saying? We always like to pick up Bull Moose records, and we also like to big up the Big Easy because you know what it is. It's
rap night,
and we're making it happen every Wednesday with the Big Easy, and we're just proud to be a part of it, man.
Definitely. So we're gonna keep it moving. First track here for y'all, Grant Street Orchestra.
Appleton.
Passionately Late. This song is called In Check for all y'all. Let's go. Rap night.
Appleton. Yo, when you're not reading books.
Some fools up here tend to act cheesy. I'll blaze your phrase and make it look easy.
I'll take the beats and make 'em my slave. Q on the track is like a bag of hand grenades.
So while seagull rappers try to get flyer, me and Q perch like crows on a wire.
Higher than the clouds in the skies we pollute. Feeling no remorse for the rhymes that we execute.
Feeling sore, but you know you want more. Like round 2 on your bathroom floor.
We can take it easy or we can make it hardcore. We can get it hot or make it chilly like an ice storm.
You don't know now, we all about fun. So down that frown, we've just begun. Come on,
Appleton.
put your guns and your bats
Appleton.
down.
Hash browns.
Catch up in the fort with a short stack to pass around.
Fake dudes get burnt like toast. Fly MCs get slapped with the post.
East Coast living on the couch in the flop house, smoking all day until the sun goes down.
Here, have a hit. In fact, brother man, have 2. Mr. Wendell can rock with this. Can you?
Yes, I can bounce to the funk rock knock.
Stop.
Good times even when the beat stops.
You can get with me, or you could get jacked. Rolling like a steel giant down the tracks.
Yeah, track sides are my
Destination,
a place where the pieces belittle the population.
make the house shake when I start to flex. Classic Jurassic, I chomp like T-Rex.
And both us dudes try hard to perfect this rhythm that we keep it in check.
And yeah, we keep it in check. The rhythm we in, the rhythm that we are. The rhythm we in, the rhythm that we are. The rhythm we in, the rhythm that we are. The rhythm we in, the rhythm that we are. The rhythm we in, the rhythm that we are. The rhythm we in, the rhythm that we are. The rhythm we in, the rhythm that we are. The rhythm we in, the rhythm that we keep it in check.
Check it out, we like to kick it back and forth. I quit my job cause I wanted to rap more.
I try to avoid the 9 to 5. Yo, I wanna live life, then I gotta stay alive.
Stay cooler, now I'm cruising on a scooter and typing up a storm on my Macintosh computer.
Appleton.
So now I'm bending to grab the pen and begin inflicting.
It's like a jungle sometimes,
Cause my art is a crime.
and I'm losing my mind.
Cause I can't write a rhyme.
But I eat what I find,
And I'm hitting the grind.
and I can't keep in time.
So I'll stop on a dime.
This is IQ and Mint from Grant Street Orchestra. We're hanging out here with JT Bisson and my man Ryan Augustus on Appleton Radio.
Appleton.
Wait, why do I have
Appleton.
How many times do I have to say?
Please enter your password, then press pound.
Yo, this is Mike Clouds.
New voice message.
Nobody knows where I am right now. And I'm listening to Appleton Radio there. Hi, this is Sam Feifel of the Portland Phoenix. And
Good morning. Just wanna mean. Shouts to Exile and Blue. We raw to the root. Should I thought you knew.
Appleton.
Turn it up. True
Appleton.
word. Yo, my bad, bro. I thought you knew. We raw to the root. Raw to the root. Yo, my bad, guy. I thought you knew. We raw to the root. Raw to the root. Yo, my bad, Bart. I thought you knew. We raw to the root. Raw to the root. Yo, my mistake. I thought you knew. We raw to the root. Raw to the root. Check the background of my sound. Track list isn't long, but it's growing long now, as well as the recognition. They know now the boys in spitting fiction, but realness with tradition. Style like mix of everything, but still they redirect me to Mac and Chris Webby. But these cats just don't reflect me. I'm trying to carve my own path, form my own legacy, and look forward to the road ahead of me. Word to X, I'll be sure to come across out the box shit you wouldn't expect from the kid off the dock. Hungry for the world, Chico, and everything that's in it. Had this quote in my head since I was little. Check it, Ease always had my back. Along with my sun and rain, the seed grew to levitate and learn the facts of life, love and hate. T as well, I send my love and thanks. And to my fam feeling off about grandmother's wake, we'll see her another day, I'm sure of this, and in a better place where we don't need insurance and debt is paid. Pearly gates are just a theory, I see no security in heaven's way. Until we reach it, I'ma chill and medicate. Yo, my bad, bro, I thought you knew. We raw to the root, raw to the root. Yo, my bad, guy, I thought you knew. We raw to the root, raw to the root. Yo, my bad, Bart, I thought you knew. We raw to the root, raw to the root. Yo, my mistake, I thought you knew. We raw to the root. Right, I got it. Yo, above average thought process, no one could have taught us this. We raw's what be making your tongues numb and sorta inch. Raw like the quarter inch we blazing. Raw like what traveled through the quarter inch and sounds so amazing. Raw like that shit you would really never pay for. Balled into bits and labeled that special K word. Raw's bath salts causing abnormal behavior, but I'm feeling past y'all on that note. Puffing only what's right and leaving the poison alone. But nah, I can't lie, I've been known to get blown. Rumors are the truth, but don't consume without knowing the proof. Cause realness hits harder than booze. I'm as raw as the roots, my photosynthesis consisted of explicitness. Consistent bud, shit came in sticks like licorice. 6 different distant cousins, not to mention those kicking it below SoCal. We all in different worlds, but my bad, bro, I thought you knew. We raw to the root, raw to the root. Yo, my bad, guy, I thought you knew. We raw to the root, raw to the root. Yo, my bad, Bart, I thought you knew. We raw to the root, raw to the root. Yo, my mistake, I thought you knew. We raw to the root. Warn I mean about to harbor fiends with tunes like a pharmacy, cause lyrics dropping doses of honesty. The pool below my spill's been overflowing for years now. Half of it's tears and piss from all of the beers down. But get real now, mind elevation, Sheba hydration. Got that Gatorade taste, sour diesel in rotation. Towels under doors to keep the stank in. But I ain't 14 anymore, even my daddy get baked with. Shouts to Danny Baker, my team residing through the acres. Albatron and Tay, Boston Celtics, fuck the Lakers. I remember days when we would sneak 40s in the front door of Gallutley. But in the end, I guess we weren't lucky. Although that Eliza shit was funny. I forget the whole story and the glory details. Yo, bro squad, what up? Still in reminiscence of the documentary and Mikey's close-ups. Wintry scene atop a Loon Mountain in my gondola saloon. Wound up, twisting 3 more for the trip down. I'ma meet y'all at the fountain as I reach for my rolled cess in my empty pocket. Pretty sober like my bad, bro, I thought you knew. We raw to the root, raw to the root. Yo, my bad guy, I thought you knew. We raw to the root, raw to the root. Yo, my bad Bart, I thought you knew. We raw to the root, raw to the root. Yo, my mistake, I thought you knew. We raw to the root. That's the truth. That's Appleton. So shouts to all of you out there keeping it real. This is how we do. Raw to the root. All day, baby. If you haven't sparked up yet, do so now. This is One Truth saying peace.
Appleton.
Yeah. That's Juan Armin, Raw to the Root, off that 100th Monkey mixtape project.
Yeah, big shout outs to Juan Armin. He's been doing it real big. Love the video with the floating, throwing webcam, doing it real big.
Yeah, what the hell is that,
Yeah,
man? I've never seen. It's almost like a boomerang webcam. I mean, that is the dopest effect. I have no idea how it works.
Yeah, I'm not really sure either. I've watched and tried to decipher it. Somebody has told me about it, but I still have no idea how it works. So big up to him.
That's huge.
While we got you here, we want to speak real quick on a local event we feel like y'all should be up on this Sunday. The homie Mike Rich is having a showing at the Center for Maine Contemporary Art in Rockport, Maine.
Okay.
He's actually doing, it's a solo show of brushed and aerosol artwork that's actually spanned from now and the past 12 years. So really good chance to get out. If any of you guys are in that area or, any of y'all willing to make the trip, it's definitely well worth it.
Yeah, it sounds like he'll have pieces there. He'll be doing pieces and talk.
Definitely.
I mean, good stuff.
Yeah, of course. Homie Rich has been holding it down in the scene for years, so big shout out to him. Anybody that can make it out to that, make sure you do.
Do it.
Sure to be some good artwork there. We're keeping it moving with all types of hip-hop news here at the Appleton Radio. That's just in. You can also catch out the homie Sin the Shaman and the Lynn on WCYY this Sunday night for Spin Out with Mark Curto, talking about all kinds of new projects going on. Curto really holds down the hip-hop scene here locally, and real happy about it. So,
Yeah, man. And I mean, just like there was another little snippet I saw in the old Book of Faces here about Sin and a little solo project that he's got coming out. And it's a concept album, and you got to check out the artwork. But I don't want to reveal too much. But he's making moves in the industry. Did you see this Outskirts Half-Life solo project that he's going to be working on?
Definitely. He's got the album cover out before the album comes out. It's a good way to promote it. Love the cover. Great artwork, and he's a man of many hats that's been doing it in the scene for a very long time. So
getting darker up on that bitch, I bet.
Definitely something that some of us may like to hear very soon. I know I'm waiting for it. Y'all should be too. And we're gonna keep it moving. Old school track here with the POV, Mr. Poverty, putting it down. All is fair. Damn, don't we all know this? All is fair. Let's keep it moving with Pav.
Appleton.
All is fair and all is fair and
Appleton.
all is fair and love.
You used to
Appleton.
hurt me, but
All is fair and love.
Appleton.
But now you're lonely cause
all is fair.
Appleton.
Make an escape, change ways and break from the fate. Headed toward my goals, things I cannot wait to embrace. Fuck this overcrowded crib being paid by the state. Fuck this bitch who only feels when it's anger and hate. I tried to warn her, no cheating and no lying. Couldn't do either, never knew how good I could treat her. Years could have flew and still never would have deceived her. She said she didn't and her friends think I should have believed her. I played distant, wouldn't never hold her or listen, but then connected just to quickly change average. Love is like a photo in a picture frame shattered. Once it is destroyed, you're gluing what you can salvage. Eventually it starts to corrode and fall apart, but something makes you stay, and that something is called a heart. Regrets pile up, you start to have resentments and shit, and suddenly you're seeing
all is fair. All is fair. All is fair in love.
Rap night. Rap night. Rap night. Rap night.
you used to hurt me, but
all is fair in love.
Rap night. Rap night.
Rap night.
Rap
but now
night.
you're lonely cause
all is fair in
fussing and fighting, every day a new drama. Never happy unless she's putting me through trauma. I admit it, I played games with someone before, but never asked someone to leave and stood in front of the door. It wasn't me that was legging up with some other whore, or getting jealous every time I had to run to the store. I packed my bags, girl, I'm leaving, so just get with the picture. If you weren't up in my face, I wouldn't threaten to hit you. Don't be upset, there's plenty men sweating to get you. You'll have another minute, 100 a month, I bet you. You've already been with half of my homies, just tell them I'm gone. I'm sure you'll never have to be lonely. It ain't my fault you're broken, now you're losing your crib, or that you heard from a doctor that you couldn't have kids. I tried to have some empathy, I said come here, hug me, and you just got ugly and pushed me away.
all is fair. All is fair. All is fair in love.
you used to hurt me, but
all is fair in love.
but now you're lonely cause
all is fair. All is fair. All is fair in love.
Appleton.
you used to hurt me, but
all is fair in love.
but now you're lonely cause
all is fair.
Now how did you expect these things to make a man feel? You never had the decency to even speak to me. Now I'm tired, I've had it up to here with this shit. It'll be a long time before I care for a bitch again. Blame your friends, blame me, blame whoever. I can't define love, but it sure ain't forever. Now we ain't together, and it's raining, so you're sleeping with a stranger just to change the weather. No man will ever look at you the way I used to. My little superstar, saw you for who you are. You'll never find love in the club dressed like that. You'll always be a spot for men to rest their hat. You'll always be alone cause you don't accept the fact you're just another chick they won't respect. I hate it, watching you do yourself in, but there's nothing I can do cause
all is fair. All is fair.
Rap night.
All is fair in love.
Rap night. Rap night. Rap night. Rap
you
night.
used to hurt me, but
all is fair in love.
but now you're lonely cause
all is fair. All is fair. All is fair in love.
Hey, this is Joanne Bisson,
you used to hurt me, but
all is fair.
and I'm not running
in love.
17 miles and showering.
but now you're
I'm
lonely
hanging out with the
cause
Appleton Radio crew over here at my house. I wish these guys would just get out. The house is terrible. I gotta drink with these ladies I don't like every week.
Appleton.
Appleton.
and the thing goes,
You know why I pulled you over?
he go hard, he losing it on the drums. Bass keep you moving like fugitives on the run. All I hear hear is hootin' and holler run, but I'm in control, so I muted the volume. It's crazy what these dudes will do for $1 sum. Go dumb for the bread, the usual, not a crumb. Minus to a plus, music out of our love. Nuclear power might turn the room to 1,000 suns. Battling the tyrant, David vs. Goliath. On the dogs over your head, who the flyers? Take your energy from lowest to the highest. Up in the place, we got it down to a science. Move back now, 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 move back now. This is the sound of when animals attack now. This is the sound of when animals attack now. This is the sound of when animals attack now. This is the sound of when animals attack. This is the sound. So get your riot gear, sirens clear, fire flares high in the air whenever I appear. Been grinding for years, used to whip behind the ears, blazed our own trail with respect for the pioneers. Hop on the bandwagon and stand back, the place is jam-packed. Plan of attack, demand action. On the wall, plan to rock the party, y'all. The city on lock like the cops with the martial law. PA coalition, upholding tradition, closing in on your position, fully loaded ammunition. Haters, I know they listen at the show, holding sit-ins, protesting the whack rapper prohibition. The band beating and the fans screaming, yeah. The sound stampeding over land, seeing air. You think you saw a glare, step up in the crosshair and push the stage music guerrilla warfare. Move back now, 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 move back now. This is the sound of when animals attack now.
Political Animals, good call, Mr. Ryan Augustus, man. It's always awesome to hear those guys.
Yeah, definitely. And want to give them a big shout out. Political Animals out of Connecticut, doing it real big down there. They've got all kinds of things going on. Check their page out on Facebook. They've got a couple of really funny promo videos out for a show that they're doing on the 30th here.
All right.
And should be a good time. So
yeah, speaking of good times, man, obviously it's Wednesday, so that means rap night, Appleton Radio, we're doing it. They've got a massive lineup tonight, including a couple local people, Santiago and Dilly Dilly, but what else do we have rolling through the door?
About probably, I'd say roughly a year ago, Ghetto Sox came down with Fresh Kills and a couple other Canadian acts. Now, Ghetto Sox, if I'm correct, I think is from Toronto. He's coming back to the Big Easy, and this time he's bringing along Moonshine Timbuktu as well. Timbuktu is one of the two-man crew from Tool Shed, which is also, I think, a Toronto-based hip-hop duo. And the homie Moonshine's been putting it down with production and writing and releasing music himself for a long time. So real excited to have these Canada heavy hitters coming down to the Big Easy, repping with us. We're in the Northeast, they're in the North. We need to bridge and make sure that we're getting our music to them and they're getting their music to us, because we definitely want to support the people that are putting it out like we are. So we're going to actually get into a song that is Ghetto Sox with Moonshine and Timbuktu, who will all be there tonight. Their homie Jeff Speck is also in it, and I think the group of that, I think they have a group called the Mustard Station.
That's the name of the track.
That's the name of the track. Okay, yeah. Well, either way, it's got the homie Mocha Only,
Produced
who also is in the joint as well. He's pretty flavor. He's from Canada. He's been putting it down for years too. So if you don't know, you're about to know. This is what you could see at the Big Easy tonight, Rap Night, 55 Market
Appleton
Street.
Radio, fucker.
Jay Karen just said it all. Let's go.
The kid stays sharp like a new pencil, writing utensil. Been across the land, ripped the mic in two dental. Your boy's just out of sight like your two temples. I ain't tripping, stay flipping, taekwondo, kenpo, flying Wolendo. Might do it big, but I got higher potential. Time to grow tenfold, famous so peripheral, rhyming so central. Pedal to the metal, bro, iron rhododendron. And I don't know what that means or why a nickel dime rapper want buck at me. We used to say that's truck, I gotta say that's cheap. And when I'm done, bet your hun hit the playback G.
Come on, what's not normal about this? No politics, we don't swallow that horse piss. We tacticians on tour, bitch, please pass the cordless and get the camcorder, record this. Regardless, we partition in poems and missionary zones. Hear me on Ontario zone, so get your Mary on. Bury like bonds or bury the phone with home runs. Stay in your home, but where would you go? Territorial party, impact the bar. Please give back the love and please pass the car keys. Embark, leaving it dark and drink Bacardi. So party on Wayne and Garth, Dana Carvey.
Magic agitator, spit magic rabbit, eat the salivator, eat a salivator, still I'm greater. I have a habit like a magic rabbit foot. I have it put in a matter of minutes, now that's lucky. Effortless wreck without a limit, that's ducky. Running through the limit of the small pond guppies, can't swim with the big fish. These fans spin around the block with the blockheads blocked but can't win. I'm Dr. Do Much, pop proper when I propagate Papa large. Big shot of the West Coast, unblessed those whose tongue let go the poison. Cool G rap, BBD, my employment.
Thick as molasses, thick ass and glasses. This, that, and the third, this track is acid. Trip after that shit and pause for the reflux. Jesus, get off the boat, glorious. C-bus on the seat, I bust. See the G's is us, and that's reason enough for he and she to be reaching them up and keep keeping them. You can hear the speakers bump, cause I'll be on some right when the mood hits, moon hits you. Ears on the corner, I stay on point like a pool stick. Lace the joint with some cool shit, rally the troops to tally the stats.
Checks. My squad stays opening doors like custodians and get the big picture hitting Cineplex audience who keep clutching shit in their coats and just coating them. Restrooms at restaurants and Rust-Oleum. Out for the loopy fame. Hoochie dames wanna scoop with the troop like he's Pootie Tang. Yeah, and even big cats get the coochie tame like a lion made of Prada with a Gucci mane. Bubble letters stay floating like a bumblebee. Bubble butts bouncing to the beat like it's bubble tea. Nylon ripping, Krylon dripping, and Hannah Montana can't sit in your van, and then we gone fishing.
Yeah, there it is. 2011. 25. Got the homies all together, yeah.
Yeah. So come down, rap night, Ghetto Socks, Moonshine, Timbuktu, Santiago, and Dilly Dill. Dilly, Santiago. We're gonna get into one of her joints. I Spy, Fake. Let's go, Santiago.
This is my ringtone. Repeat. This is my ringtone.
Oh, so you wanna call it water under the bridge, but you burned it. Hindsight is 2020. How about we call it damage done? Water under the bridge, but you burned it. Hindsight is 2020. How about we call it damage done? It's not even like it's a big deal, but the fact is that you've crossed me. I've got a non-violent approach to life, but don't mistake me for a softie. Those years in cack-a-lack treat me to have my back and not react to everyone when it's a fool that they act. Instigate all you want, but me you won't provoke. I play the diplomat, kill 'em with kindness, pull their card and then revoke. Yeah, you can hug me up, but arm's length's where we stand. See, I don't have room for fake people. I have a hard enough time keeping up with friends. Yeah, my husband's antisocial, I can't get enough. I will say it's good at reading people and calling out their bluff. I tend to be an optimist looking for people's good qualities, but I doubt the benefit of the doubt when it backfires on me. I suppose I'm guilty of giving chances to places that I deserve and put myself at risk of talk behind my back that's overheard. Not everyone's gonna like you of this, I'm fully aware. To the superficial, I speak the truth where you wouldn't even dare. So you wanna call it water under the bridge, but you burned it. Hindsight is 2020. How about we call it damage done? Water under the bridge, but you burned it. Hindsight is 2020. How about we call it damage done? Water under the bridge, but you burned it. Hindsight is 2020. How about we call it damage done? Water under the bridge, but you burned it. Hindsight is 2020. How about we call it damage done?
hate your job, but I love coming by just to see you work. Yeah, I know that you work at McDonald's. At least your manager let you be the clerk. I wish I could join you on your break. To see you in this place puts a smile on my face. When it comes to love, I know finding it is tough. My favorite thing in life is a diamond in the rough. Damn girl, you got a pretty face, but you're stuck here in this shitty place. And I can tell by the way you blush that you prefer not to be seen here very much. I came here for fries and a burger, but now I got my eye on my server. Big Mac gripping, watching you perform. Ass in black slacks, looking good up in that uniform. Name tag on, so I don't have to ask you. I called you Ashley, you froze like a statue. Wish I had the cash to save you from the fast food and take you to a place where you don't have to clean a bathroom. But I don't have the funds, if you couldn't tell by me paying you in ones. I'm the type of dude who likes to have fun, so I got a milkshake hoping you would get the pun. Girl, I know that you hate your job, but I love coming by just to see you work. Yeah, I know that you work at Dunkin' Donuts, at least your manager let you be the clerk. I wish I could join you on your break. To see you in this place puts a smile on my face. When it comes to love, I know finding it is tough. My favorite thing in life is a diamond in the rough. You know what? I think I'll roll up to my favorite hot mom that works at Dunkin' Donuts. It's an everyday stop on my route. She knows it's me when I speak into the drive-thru. It's that coffee cup hoarder. $2.25, she already knows my order. One day I'll tell her ain't nothing gonna stop me, that I love a woman who knows how to make my coffee. No makeup, nah, you don't have to wear much. Headset on, so you like to keep your hair up. You got a nice smile, your eyes are bomb. I never seen a flyer mom with a visor on. Girl, I know you like me cause I'm young, and I love the way you call me hun. I wanna take you out to dinner and figure out a way to get that ring off your finger. Girl, I know that you hate your job, but I love coming by just to see you work. Yeah, I know that you work at McDonald's, at least your manager let you be the clerk. I wish I could join you on your break. To see you in this place puts a smile on my face. When it comes to love, I know finding it is tough. My favorite thing in life is a diamond in the rough. Girl, I know that you hate your job, but I love coming by just to see you work. Yeah, I know that you work at Dunkin' Donuts, at least your manager let you be the clerk. I wish I could join you on your break. To see you in this place puts a smile on my face. When it comes to love, I know finding it is tough. My favorite thing in life is a diamond in the rough.
Yo, starting the story out right. 12 or a milli light. Got the whole crew lounging in town for the night. And we might hit the bar scene to see what it do. Jump around spot to spot, gotta stay on the move.
That's true, the crew's hanging, trooping street pavement. Peep spots bugging, buzz from pre-gaming. First spot was me when we stepped in the scene. Fly chicks, cheap licks in the center of the green.
I want some beam, Jack and a Henny and Coke. We're taking shots at the bar, politicking with folks. Buzz networking, the music got my neck jerking. I'm single, so I mingle with the ladies, I be flirting.
This bar is curtains cause there's plenty to go. Spent plenty of dough, so yo, let's be on the road. Got a feeling wild vibing that tonight would be ill. And let's hit the next bar, go and see what's the deal. I'm saying, yo man, let's head to this next spot, man.
Yeah, let's do that.
We're bar hopping, come along for the ride. We're bouncing from spot to spot to see what's popping inside. Either way, looking for something that's live so we can keep the drinks flowing, go and have a good time. We're bar hopping, come along for the ride. We're bouncing from spot to spot to see what's popping inside. Either way, looking for something that's live so we can keep the drinks flowing, go and have a good time. We're bar hopping.
Stepped in the room, beats banging from a band that we know. The joint's packed, so we snuck in the back to see the show. On the low, slid straight to the bar, undetected, and bought this new brew that this one girl suggested.
Blessing the beer, wash it down with a shot. Give me 2 more, I'm double fisting, pounding a lot. My man's band sounding hot, got the party on blast. Tash these, alcoholic, pouring more in my glass.
So just add to my tab, 2 drinks at a time. Vibing to this group's beat lit, thinking the rhymes. Dime sack in my pocket, I'm ready to spark it. Yo, let's step into the parking lot quick.
No doubt, I'm with that. Yo, let's make that happen. I've been drinking, getting hyped up. I need relax and light it up. After that, let's head back inside for one more, then move on, cause it's 12:05.
We're bar hopping, come along for the ride. We're bouncing from spot to spot to see what's popping inside. Either way, looking for something that's live so we can keep the drinks flowing, go and have a good time. We're bar hopping, come along for the ride. We're bouncing from spot to spot to see what's popping inside. Either way, looking for something that's live so we can keep the drinks flowing, go and have a good time. We're bar hopping.
Yo, I had one last drink in the spot that we at to feel the trees in the cognac start to react. On track to the last bar with Marcus grip. Mischievous when I'm drunk and it's darkly lit.
Just talking shit, mumbling and stumbling over, feeling fucked up, real drunk, far from sober. Then I caught the blue lights from behind us flashing. Where you headed? Where'd you come from? The cops are asking.
I'm trashed in, trying to explain it at one time. We're coming from the bar and only having a fun time. But Mike is mad bent and decided real quick to get up in the cop's face and start popping some shit.
Lighter and grip, I thought about fighting a bit, but when the ground started spinning, I decided to sit. The cops dip, we split and start walking. Homeball drunk in the zone from bar hopping.
This is IBI. Fuck, man. Yo, for real. Educated advocates, hot as shit on the street. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what I'm saying?
For real. I don't understand that because I'm wasted. But for real, man, educated advocates, the mixtape out.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we have a much more sober, maybe, I don't really know, but IBI Instinct, El Shupacabra in the building. Rap Night representative, Sandbag representative.
Yo.
That's right.
What's up, humans? I got Shupe. I want you to know that I got rid of your Rap Night finally. I replaced it with one from Ghost. So
so now you can be annoyed by my Rap Night.
Thank you.
I tried to reach the same type of annoyance. It just didn't work.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'm sure
Rap
after
night,
a couple
rap
of
night,
weeks.
Rap night.
Right in your faces every Wednesday night. Shout out to the Big Easy, nice t-shirt.
Hey, that's how we do.
So welcome back, gentlemen. This is probably your 5th to 6th to 12th to 15th time in the building here at the Appleton Radio headquarters.
Yeah, that's about right. Something like that.
That just proves that you are both busy gentlemen at work in the scene. I mean, obviously hosting Rap Night and everything else. So welcome back. We're glad to be able to talk to you about everything, man.
Hell yeah, man. It's great to be up in the
man.
Appleton Radio studio with the homies JT Bisson.
I was hoping. I'm gonna cut you off real quick.
You have to use my last name.
I was hoping that we could get a serious IBI for once in this goddamn place.
And that's the reason why we're here, to promote Second Wind, your new album. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's great. Thanks for having me. I'm just sitting here actually reading over the review of it in Dispatch Magazine, this month's issue. This is my first time to check it out, so if you guys are out there, make sure you go out and pick up an issue of Dispatch as well. And
hell yeah.
Yeah, on that note, yeah, because EA has a feature in the same issue, so I just want to take a minute and shout out Dispatch, because I think as everyone who listens to the Appleton Radio Show knows, hip hop in Portland, Maine is no joke, and and they see that and they recognize that. They do their daily write-ups about the shows that are going on. They mention Rap Night every week.
Yep.
They mention other hip-hop shows, so I just want to shout them out. It's dope to finally have a local publication who's fully on board and seems to get it, It
is.
So.
I mean, and they blog every day. I mean, and just tell you
multiple
what's going
people
on.
Too.
Yeah, multiple people. It's just ridiculous. It's awesome. What they're doing, and the printed issue, which just looks fantastic. I didn't realize they had like this quarterly publication until it landed here in the studio. It's pretty sweet. I've always visited the website, so
yeah, it's kind of. I think it's kind of like a bi-monthly thing. They put it out every 2 months, and real excited that they're doing it. And if you guys are not in the Maine or New Hampshire area and you can't get your hands on a copy of this, go to www.dispatchmag.com. Like we said, they drop new information every day about music, releases, reviews, everything. So big shout out to Dispatch Mag. And we got you fellas in the building. We got some older tracks off of Maiden Voyage. We got some solo Shupe.
Cool.
So we're going to let a couple joints play. And when we come back, we'll talk more with you guys about the new album and what's going down with Sandbag.
Album,
blood. All right, let's keep it moving. El Shupacabra, what's this joint?
Cinder Blocks, but we're going to sneak in a little something special first. Exactly.
Nice, we get that live.
Oh Lord, won't you buy me an ASR 10? My friends all have NPCs, I must make amends. I wrote songs my whole life over beats by my friends. Oh Lord, won't you buy me an ASR 10?
Kids are strays, outcasts and renegades from the wrong side of the tracks, long in the face, empty gaze. We just want to be entertained, we'll pay you for it. We'll do anything to escape this boredom. Poor dumb schlubs chasing fortunes with decay like petals on flaking orchids, washed away with the sea at the break of morning. Hand me something to calm my nerves with. Got a lot of strife, but no one's perfect. Let's ignore our problems till they rip their way to the surface, cause you know they're lurking, waiting to crack his shell and scramble the innards. Mental prisoner, if no one shouts timber when a tree falls, then what's the fate that befalls us all? We might never weather this squall. It's like running in circles or banging your head off the wall. A whiff of ethanol, espionage, secret missions abroad. We don't know who's in charge, just false facades.
Dance, my little meat puppets. Dance for me.
Against the white picket fence, that sick, intense, nauseous feeling is back again. A cautious nautilus navigates the bottom's depths. Careful, watch your step. There's devious, mischievous thieves amongst the midst of us. Quietly discuss. These walls have ears, and if they can talk, we'd have already got caught. The war's been brought to your doorstep. Although it's not on your porch yet, it won't be long until it's sleeping in your bed. But in the meantime, we seem like it doesn't affect us. It doesn't upset us. How could we let them convince us they're doing what's best for the rest of existence? How difficult is it to mind your own business? As if you didn't know the difference between justice and terrorism, destruction and humanitarianism, while the simpleton sits riddled with subliminal images. Time is imminent, but it's relative.
Dance, my little meat puppets. Dance for me.
You think you're funny, you asshole?
Yo, what up? It's El Shupacabra. You're listening to Appleton Radio.
late night, lights stay bright. Love the crates that transcend when I take flight. Dave Pike couldn't vibe like me. Aim is right like how rain strikes and finds the sea. Drops of water in that great current. Listen, follow the irresistible drift of tradition. Swim with the fishes, avoid the sharks. Go hard. Are you part of that new stream or the old guard? Leave the door ajar, lights on, candle burning. There's boogeymen under the bed and a man behind the curtain. Certain persons lurking like serpents in the grass. You got kids working fast food, flipping burgers, committing murders, getting nervous because the civil service is no longer appealing. Like the bird escaped the cage and saw the ceiling. It's safe to say the ancient ways concealed by jealous zealots have faded and made it impossible to be anything but selfish. Or maybe not, that's just a crazy thought from an exhausted mind, lost inside these modern times. An awkward guy who tries to philosophize like he's got that right light to the fire. Proper design for the package, classics do not expire. Always inspired, creatively wired. I don't know why I'm so. My favorite artist I've always admired are all growing old and so. Words are like birds, they'll take you higher. Wide awake yet I'm sick of the snakes, the fakes, the liars. Leave me alone. Another early morn, clothes dirty and torn, worn down from the journey in the glorious storm. You can't ignore the sport and just work for awards. Swords don't win wars, cold wind stores things for open sores. A constant reminder, yo, go for yours. If you don't build it, they will not come forth. I got a hammer, a nail, and some 2x4s. Building myself a rocket ship with the suicide doors. Keep in mind, it's not about a unique product, it's the fact you're even able to complete the process. If you seek a profit with an F or PH, you will be disappointed and waste each and every day. If you'll do whatever it takes to get ahead in the race, you will never be able to settle a pace. Man, the stakes is high, diets high in fried sugar, vegetables for restless souls, third eye boogers. I observe wisdom in the words of fools and foolishness in the words of most wise men. Concerned for the victims of the worst of the cruel, hacking hooligans, ask me why I'm tired again. Always inspired, creatively wired. I don't know why I'm so. My favorite artist I've always admired are all growing old and so. Words are like birds, they'll take you higher. Wide awake yet I'm sick of the snakes, the fakes, the liars. Leave me alone, I'm fine, I'm just.
Rap Night and Sandbag and El Shupacabra, Ill by Instinct, 2/4 of Sandbag.
We are half in the bag.
That's right.
8/16.
So if Harps and Pensive were hanging out somewhere right now, would they also be half in the bag? Or is that...
If Harps is involved, Harps is always fully in the bag. Yeah. I think it's pretty safe to say they would be, fully in the bag.
Okay,
So.
just checking on how that works.
Yeah, shout outs to Harps and Pensive. What up, dudes?
Yeah, Harps, the only guy who ever got the boo on Appleton Radio. Good to see you, buddy.
That's true. But, so we just got into the solo El Shupacabra track off of Shupe's back, and wanted to talk to you about that real quick.
Yeah.
So we had you on the show for the physical print-ups, and those went pretty fast from what we were talking about
really
before.
fast, yeah. I only printed up 100 of those.
Okay.
And, I was selling it by donation / barter system, so
Right.
they went really quick. And then it was out of print for a while. But it's now up for free download. On AppletonRadio.com, actually. So
Boom.
shout outs to Appleton.
Yeah.
They were kind enough.
Here as well.
Yeah, it was also recorded in Appleton Radio headquarters.
Yeah,
so
we making big moves for Shupe's back.
Yeah.
Fully behind the project, and you can just go and search for Shupe on the website. You'll see it, download it, enjoy it.
And you guys played the prayer there, the song that.
Right, that was
That's also on that.
Blocks.
Yep.
And on that note, the song's about the ASR 10. I just wanted to come on the record and say that I did buy a MPC 2500.
Wow. There you go.
Yeah,
did y'all hear that?
If you didn't hear that, I said that as much as I wanted the ASR 10, I went out and bought the MPC 2500 and pumped about it. And hopefully I'll get an ASR 10 some days.
There you go.
How many beat machines do you
Now
guys
listen,
need?
yeah,
The
now
arsenal.
this is something that has been tossed around, and if we can't discuss this, Shupe, please tell me now. But I think I've heard some chatter of having more drum machines that you can count on one hand.
Yeah. Oh, easily. Yeah. Without a doubt.
So you've got an extensive,
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking drum machines and samplers, like, because I have a couple machines that are strictly drum machines, like, that don't have sampling capabilities, that are
Right.
just drums. I got a couple of those. And
Definitely.
Then, yeah, I don't know. I basically just, like, you know what I mean? I'm always on the lookout for gear.
Can you throw a number at us? Throw a number at the
I
people.
think I counted 12 samplers the other day.
12. Yo, that seems kind of high, but that could be
Nah,
right.
I'll run through them, man.
Yeah. All right.
You got the 202, the 404, the 505, the I don't know if you want to count the 808. It does have a sampling feature
the
on it.
SP808.
The SP808, and then the S20, the S900, the MPC 60,
8,
the MPC 2500,
9,
MPC 1000,
Ouch. 10.
EPS,
EPS
16 plus.
Shit, I got two SP202s. Shout out to Vic 44. Yo.
Okay, so we're talking 13 drum machines here.
Yeah, something like
and,
that.
all right.
Zoom sample track.
Oh yeah, sample track.
Don't
Yo,
you guys rock deep on GarageBand too? Can we count that? No, I'm just joking.
Garage what?
So 14 technically, and the next question I have for you is, if you had to have just one of those, if you were going to stick with one drum machine for the next album that you and IBI put out, which one of all of those would it be?
If I had to have one out of the ones I have, it would be the MPC 60 by far, without a doubt. Hands down.
No doubt.
Like, no sequencer I've ever used touches the MPC sequencers. And,
wow.
That's the centerpiece of the studio.
Yeah.
That's definitely the high point.
Without a doubt. But the crazy thing is, if I could have any one drum machine out of all of them, it would be the MPC 3000, which I don't have, only because it's basically the same, it's very similar operating system to the 60, but it has upgraded sample memory, and it's just it has some filters on it. The 60 has no filters, no effects, no EQ.
Right.
What you put into it is how it is. You can pitch it up and down and mess with the attack and the decay, but that's about it. But the 3000 has filters on, every sound, so you can filter, because filtering is a big part of it.
I was going to try and buy that one to make Shupe jealous, but...
Right.
Yeah.
I think
two of those in the same household.
The only way I think I can best Shupe in the sampler game is to beat him to an SP 1200.
Yeah.
And see, like, I'm at the point where, like, I'm not even trying to buy gear. I don't need drum machines. Like, if something comes up and it's dirt cheap and I'm be stupid not to, I'm gonna cop it. But I'm not necessarily trying to get rid of anything, but I'm definitely.
I was surprised Ghost's question wasn't about what was your best one. I thought he was trying to ask you if you lost one, which one would it be, so he could cop it from you.
That's also the hidden meaning behind that question, which we'll talk more when we play another song. But
we'll talk offline about that one.
Definitely an IBI. Since we got you here, man, you've been talking about how you just got this new drum machine. You plan on increasing your progression into beat making a little bit more.
Yeah. I've always wanted to. It was one of those things with me where I would be like a little kid and I would be like, "Mom, I want a fucking Scratch Master kit and a fucking MPC 2000 XL," and she was like,
"It's way too
you
expensive.
You already have
kid.
a guitar and you never play it, I love you, Mom, but no, she, and it's just one of those things I like to play guitar, but I don't think that was necessarily the instrument that I wanted to make that connection with, you know what I mean? And after years, even going back to my first record, I have the song Disc Junkie, and the start to that is, I always wanted to be a DJ, but MCing was so much cheaper, you know what I mean?
Right. Definitely.
And I basically got to a point recently where, I've been working, trying to work hard anyway and get things done, and I just said to myself, if I bite the bullet now and spend the cash, I'll have an MPC for the next 10 years instead of the last 10 years that I've wanted one and haven't. I lost out on all that time, so I didn't want to lose out on any more time. I want to be able to flesh out all my creative ideas, much more than just
writing,
vocals and songwriting and stuff.
Do you think that your focus will be making beats mostly for yourself or for others as well?
Because we've already played a North Star track that was produced by you.
That's right.
I'm sure you've thrown some other beats around to some other cats locally as well.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to be putting out a free download record as well. That's going to be at least 10 to 12 songs.
Was this the one that was going to come out with, second one that...
yeah, we're actually going to do
yet?
a release at the Big Easy the 21st, the 21st of this month.
Yeah, at Rap Night.
Rap Night.
Wednesday the 21st.
And we're out of copies of my record pretty much besides What's That Bull Moose and Moody Lords. So we're going to get some more, hold out on them, and get some physical copies as well of this, the Washed Up, the free download one. It's going to be called Washed Up.
Okay.
Nice. And that'll feature probably like 2 or 3 at least beats that I made on it.
Nice.
That I made not on an MPC. I made
Right. So so you're not new to this beat making. You know, you're getting it.
Well, it's something that because I've always done, like I've always wanted to do. I've always surrounded myself with people like Nate and learned as much as I could about it.
Take it
so
all
that
in.
when I finally got one, I already had a grasp on what it was all about. You know
And it's
what I
safe to say that you have access to the resources. If you need a little help, you'd be like, "Yo, shoot, psst, get over
Absolutely.
here."
I mean, in the
Yeah.
in the week or two that I've had it, I've had Nate using it. I've had Boondocks using it. I've had Adam B using it. So
Nice.
having access to those guys that I really
That's key.
respect and being able to have them show me kind of the ins and outs of the thing has definitely helped. So
Yeah, they definitely know how to run that machine
Yeah.
right there. So,
So,
big ups, man. Definitely, it's good to hear. And real quick before we get into a song off of Second Wind, as far as the next joint, is it going to be produced by you? Or is it going to be another joint where Shupe's producing it all? I mean, do you plan to continue making records as a duo?
Whoa.
Because I mean, I've literally had girls go, you know what, that dude in the group IBI Instinct, he's pretty cute, because like the duo of y'all with the production on each record, it's kind of like
we get
slug
introduced-
ant thing. You know what I mean?
we get introduced as like even sometimes we'll be. Like introduced as, all right, we have the guys from IBI Instinct here, or
right.
Yeah, I've been asked, are you in IBI Instinct?
Right.
I'm like,
no, I hope
tell
not.
anyone about that.
Keep that to yourself, fellas.
But no, and actually, when we first put out the first record, Nate kind of asked me. He said, "What do you want to do? Do you want to be kind of like a duo and go by IBI Instinct, or do you want to is that you?" You know what I mean? And I was like, well, I kind of assumed that name in high school, like around the age of probably like 16, 17. So
it's
I'd already
something you've been running
using
with
it
for
for
years.
like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
So that was my main reasoning for just keeping it, keeping the name IBI Instinct as myself. You know what I mean?
Definite.
I think like just because I've spent so much time promoting myself under that name, like
Right.
that's what people know me as. So
Yeah, of
I
course.
wouldn't wanna really
you got it
change
tattooed on your forearm.
I do.
Yeah, it's a natural thing.
As
I
soon
mean,
as
you're
I turned
ill by
18,
instinct.
yeah,
It's not that
before.
you chose this path. It's just by instinct.
Yeah, it's true.
There you go. So now
might be a little forced. But.
Yeah, and I don't know. Yeah, and as far as working together, I think like I like doing the 2 IBI Instinct albums because like a producer MC duo is always been a part of rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From Pete Rock and CL Smooth, Gangstar, Eric B and Rakim. Duos are a part of it.
Yep.
So I see that there, but at the same time, like you take a group like Gangstar and Guru is still doing other stuff. He's doing Jazzmatazz. He's doing, you know what I mean? He's doing feature verses and other people's stuff.
Fuck Solar.
Yeah. So I think at some point there's absolutely going to be another album produced fully by me. But
Actually, yeah. To be honest, like, and as far as right now goes, I mean, maybe there'll be 1 or 2 beats here or there that I like write a solo song to, and it's like this needs to be on the next record. But I mean, as far as right now goes, I think that one of the funnest things about making my solo records is just teaming up with Nate and being like, yo, let's just make the bangingest record that we can. You know what I mean? So
definite. So into Second Wind, we're gonna pick a track off it. If you had any joint you wanted to hear,
to introduce everybody. I mean, we played the video a couple times, so let's take that one off the table just for right now's discussion.
But we wanted to save everything for when you guys came here. We haven't played anything else off the album.
So this is exclusive to the Appleton Radio listener experience here.
All right, well, let's start with Solitary. I think that was one of my favorite kind of like singles off the record. I would call it a single. I plan on treating it as one at some point. But that one also has Jeff Zimmerman on the trumpets.
Great track.
And, He's Jeff Zimmerman from Grant Street. If you guys aren't familiar with Grant Street, they'll be playing also on the.
We opened the show with them tonight.
21st. Yeah, cool. And they'll be playing on the 21st as well when we put the record out. So make sure that you come out. They'll be holding down the open mic portion of the night. So
definitely.
dope.
All right, well, let's get into it. It's Solitary off Second Wind, IBI Instinct, produced by El Shupacabra, Appleton Radio, Rap Night.
Sandbag.
Let's go.
Voluntary, solitary, not solving any problems yet. He wanders unapologetically, searching for something sovereign in his rhetoric to set the precedent for the skeptics who won't accept it. I've had my back against the wall and seen them all fly for the exits. I've had sex with some beautiful narcissists, seen street pharmacists pumping intravenous narcotics like an anesthesiologist to college kids. I've written some of my hottest shit after sleeping on the carpet in an attic apartment. I opened a shoebox and caught a glimpse of a pic from me as a kid and realized how easy it is to forget who you are and where you're from, where you've been and what you've done. Then you realize that what you become isn't exactly what you planned. I'm only actively acting as half of the man that I actually am. Over a gradual span I've been distracted and ran through head first only to crash on my chin. Scar tissue from my heart hits you but I'm at it again. Tear the fabric on the straight jacket, contraption we're in. Like break down the barriers, tear down the edifices, sing my song out, go balls out and let it live. And when I'm out there doing my thing, I remember this childhood song we used to sing. It all sparkles when it's raining, it shines when it's 10. Make it dust above them and I'll give it 10. It all sparkles when it's raining, it shines when it's 10. Make it dust above them and I'll give it 10. It all sparkles when it's raining, it shines when it's 10. Make it dust above them and I'll give it 10. It all sparkles when it's raining, it shines when it's 10. Make it dust above them and I'll give it 10.
Yeah, Appleton Radio. That was Solitary off Second Wind.
That's right, and that's the first time we've rocked that for y'all. Big shout out to the homie Zimmerman putting it down from Grant Street Orchestra. Really helped add to the end of that joint. And so Shupe, real quick on the production of that track. Walk us through how you had gone in. Was it you that decided that the beat needed something live incorporated? Do you often work with artists? Just break us down a little bit on that.
Yeah. As of now, I don't often work with other musicians really. Like we've worked on live shows, like doing various events with some live musicians and stuff, and played a bunch of shows with people, and we've gotten beats from some of our musician friends, like our friend Dan Boyden from Model Airplane produced a beat on Rappers Are Emotional, for example, the Sandbag album. But I hadn't done too much until then. That beat, is basically, there's a couple little elements, but the basis of it is, just a guitar part there. And I definitely knew it needed something else. I think it was IBI who was like, "Yo, a trumpet would sound good. We should holler at."
It was actually, it was one of those things we had wanted to do more of that on, ideally throughout the album to flesh out as many songs as we could. Mm-hmm. That's probably the only one we really did besides having Christina featured on Bring Back the Love. But that was just something that ideally we would like to do to help flesh out songs and just add that a whole nother element to them. But it's not always easy.
Well, no, it's not always needed because
it's not always needed
because
either,
a beat can be complete without adding other elements to it. But in the same sense, sometimes to alter up the feel of even the overall album. Or just in general, to throw one of those features in, it can add that bit of flair that really helps out either that track or that portion of the album. So
yeah, definitely. I actually completely overlooked something. I was completely wrong. The song "Rappers Are Emotional" by Sandbag. my homie Ian Scott played the piano, and my homie Josh played bass. So
And Bring Back the Love.
Yeah, and Bring Back the Love. With
The
Christina.
single,
Yeah, they
the
did
other song on the album.
Yeah, so
that
I guess I
Christina's
have worked with
featured on.
musicians.
Cool.
But,
Yeah, no,
Well,
we
there
do
you
a
go.
lot of
so
that.
whole last segment was just a bunch of
just
lives.
lives, more lives from
The Sandbag
Chupacabra.
crew.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I heard
but as far as live instruments go, that was one of the first places besides. I know, because we, even the other songs were keyboard parts or patterns that were built in a program, and then the parts were given to Nate, and Nate totally chopped them up and rearranged all the parts that musicians laid out for us on songs like Rappers Are Emotional and Bring Back the Love. Those are all played out by people, and then Nate got all the parts and kind of just
arranged it.
I wrote the hook to Rappers Are Emotional, like, just kind of popped in my head one day, like the melody and everything, and like I tried to make it myself by playing piano. I tried to, sample some stuff and make it happen. Just wouldn't happen at all. So I got my friend involved and they killed it. So that was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Word. Okay.
Well, how about getting into another track off a Second Wind, man?
We got it. We want to give.
Yeah, we don't mean to be all dull up here on the radio. What's up, radio listeners? Sitting there at your computer screens.
Yeah, have a good time.
I hope you're coming out to rap night tonight. It's gonna be awesome.
It is going to be awesome. Actually, you know what? Before we get to a track, talk about it. Since you two are the holding it down every week. We've talked about Rap Night, but give it to us deep again.
Yeah, like tonight specifically, or in general.
Yeah, no, just tonight's
just
lineup.
Tonight,
Okay,
no, nothing else.
Don't mention. I don't want any of them. I heard you were booked through April. I don't want to know nothing about that.
All right, no doubt. Tonight's a good one, man. I don't know if people remember, but probably like a year and a half ago, a bunch of homies from Canada came down. It was like a really dope show. So a bunch of them are coming back, and they're good friends with Santiago. So she kind of helped coordinate that whole thing. But it's basically tonight we have Ghetto Socks, Moonshine, and Timbuktu from the crew Tool Shed, all of whom are really dope on their own. So they're all coming down from Canada. They're on a tour right now. They're on their way to South by Southwest. So that's what they're doing. They're driving all the way down there.
Nice.
And then so since Santiago kind of made the whole thing happen, I was like, Sonia, listen, I would love to have you open. How do you feel about that? And she was like all about it, which is awesome. She doesn't play out very much, so it's definitely an honor and a pleasure to have her roll through.
Of course.
And she's bringing Dilly Dilly, so it doesn't get better than that.
Has she played at Rap Night before since you've been booking shows there?
Just once.
Did she?
It might have been right before we started it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, she's obviously an
or maybe
open
she
mic
played at the Big Easy.
veteran.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Back at Free Street, she was putting
Oh,
it in
there's
then.
I mean, all the time.
She's been out to
down
the Easy.
at the Big Easy.
Yeah, of course.
But as far as since when we've been doing it, I don't think she's played. So it's definitely
Cool.
an honor.
Yeah.
And I'm DJing for them, and we practiced this weekend. It sounded really cool, and that should
Breaking
be
the
dope.
saw out, right?
Yeah, we got
Breaking
dude.
the saw
yeah,
out.
Dilly's gonna be playing the saw. Like,
If you don't know, Homegirl
Wow.
plays the saw, and that's enough for you to come out and pay what? $3 at the door. I mean, come on, all of this for $3 at the door.
Yeah, Dilly actually went on a national tour in Sage Francis's band playing the saw amongst other instruments, which is
that was the first time
crazy
I ever
in
saw
and of
she
itself,
was playing
but-
the Sages.
Yeah.
Dilly is awesome, sweetheart, as well as Sonia.
Yeah.
Sonia Tomlinson, Santiago, and her
Yeah.
husband JD Walker. Awesome.
JD.
Awesome people that we, Nate and I, and I'm sure all you guys, we all really look up to as far as what them and the group of individuals that they work with, their contribution to music in this community, especially early on. So it's always great to have them come through and play. And Ghetto Socks is a really good friend of theirs, so they're excited about having him out. And if you have time, if you're sitting home getting ready for Rap Night, make sure you YouTube Ghetto Socks and watch a few of his videos, because he really does have some great videos out there. What's the name of the one you like again, Nate?
Yeah, Out for Treats.
Out for Treats, yeah.
Yeah, check that shit out on YouTube. And actually, another crazy thing about Ghetto Socks is, as we discussed, the MPC 60 is the machine that I would use out of all of them. I actually bought my MPC 60 off of Ghetto Socks. So it all comes full circle. So
hey, we gotta credit this dude for giving him the ability to be able to rock on the 60.
Yeah.
Come out, put $3 in his pocket so the dudes can get to the South by Southwest.
Texas.
That's
So
crazy.
it's going to be Ghetto Socks, Timbuktu, and Moonshine, Santiago, and Dilly Dilly. It's going to be one of those nights where you go out like a trails night, or a night when you have like Rue or Boondocks or Mayo. We're fortunate enough to have those guys come through. Just that type of crowd, the artists in the community that when we first started going to rap nights at the Big Easy, being the younger cats, the artists, it's more like it becomes just like that again. You know what I mean? It's like, great, these are all the same people, and really for us to be able to see that happen is just a good sign that we're able to keep it going just like we wanted it to be. You know what I mean? Just like everybody wanted it to be, and still have it be a
carry
good
on
thing.
tradition.
So yeah.
Word up.
And Doc Joshua will be on the decks all night as well.
Mr. Harp's coming in.
Open mic, I'm assuming, as usual. Plus, yeah, great lineup.
It'll be a fun night. And shout outs to Chokules as well.
Yeah, he's going to be here, I guess.
Oh,
that's
he is
the word
coming
on the
up.
street.
Cool.
He's coming down.
Awesome, cool.
So that's the other half of Toolshed. Toolshed is Timbuktu
and Chokules.
Yeah, so
and they're both really cool cats. I haven't met Timbuktu yet, but Chokules frequents Portland quite a bit in the past few years. So I've had the pleasure of chilling with him. Got a few of his records and stuff. He's a good cat. So be cool seeing all those guys out tonight. The Canadian hip hop really. Those dudes they know what's up. You know what I mean? It's not
definitely.
It's
free healthcare,
Canada's
man.
like
Come
a
on.
giant Maine.
Giant Maine.
Yeah, man. That's what we were saying on the show earlier.
Hopefully they will accept us one day as a province.
Yeah,
of their own.
And we could get some health care in this bitch. You know.
And I wanted to switch gears for a second and talk about this new Drop It night that's going to be going on too.
Yeah.
An open tables kind of night.
Yeah.
We mentioned it last week, but you're roughly affiliated with this.
I'm affiliated with that. Basically, there's this. There used to be open decks at Slancha. I remember a while back. I think it was MC22. So correct me if I'm wrong. I think that was Elucid doing that, right? Yeah, they used to do open tables, which is a dope concept, where they basically would set up records, set up turntables, bring your records through, and you can spin. Like,
right.
Good chance for people who don't necessarily have their own gear or trying to get into it. So it hasn't been going on for a few years. So I guess they're doing this open decks now. A bunch of different nights at Flask.
They're gonna have turntables plus CDJs. So if you either or
exactly, and then they basically have like a bunch of DJs across different genres from house to dubstep to myself as more of a hip hop DJ. Basically acting as mentors is how they're positioning it. But basically, so I'll be rolling through sometimes and kind of helping people make sure they're treating the gear right and helping with any technical problems that arise, and just kind of helping guide people and helping people who haven't DJed before, kind of showing them the basics and stuff. So
if you want to get your shot, it's a good opportunity. I think.
And it's a free event. You got to get there early to sign up if you want to be on it. It's not like a all-out free-for-all, but anyone's welcome to sign up. It's called Drop It, so if you look up on Facebook, look for Drop It, you'll find it and catch all the dates and details. So
cool, man. Cool. Well, I'm glad we were able to sneak that in.
Yeah.
What do you got, Ilbot?
I was gonna say that we're kind of like nerds about hip hop, and we're like talking about nerdy stuff, and like other people that are listening are probably hip hop nerds too, but they might not be, or they might just be sick of hearing us talk and be ready to hear some good old Maine hip hop on Appleton Radio.
It is our specialty. I mean, that's what we do. And if you didn't know, if you're tuning in for the first time, we broadcast Maine hip hop 24/7 every day. So
that's right. You guys do an excellent job, by the way. Thank you.
Sometimes the stream roguely goes down. We don't like to talk about that, but usually we're up in full blast. Every day. So. But yeah, so let's get into another track off Second Wind. I know we're going to get into more Maine hip hop later, but let's keep it going with the IBI and Shupe show.
Okay.
What would you like to play, sir?
Well, what do you want to play, Shupe? I picked the last one.
Yo, what about Hometown Hero? Either that or Town Crier, maybe.
All right.
I like Hometown Hero because it's featuring Altruistic. So it
is,
seems,
and I think that's one that a couple of the songs on the record we've played live a bunch, so I think if you've seen us live, you've probably heard them and stuff. Hometown Heroes one I think we've done once maybe, so it's, people probably haven't heard it a lot unless you've heard the record, and I don't know, it's one of my favorite beats. It's basically a loop, but when I heard that loop, I was like, yo. And it's on some random record, so I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah, and kind of like when we went to put this record together, you know, Nate was kind of like, you know, what are you thinking for like a feel for this album? Where are you trying to go with it, you know? And I was like, I want like really aggressive, like, you know, beats that will really bang, you know what I mean? And will really sound good, but at the same time, they're kind of in your face, but kind of intellectual or like introspective at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, because that's the type of like well, first of all, with this record, I wanted to be kind of an accurate representation of where I was at this time, so I could give to people and have something that, you know, had my face on it, and you could see like, okay, this is this kid, this is who he is, and this is what he's doing for music. Like, I felt like that's what I wanted to establish kind of with this one, or work towards establishing. So this beat in particular is definitely one of those beats that's kind of like, it's just banging, you know. It's got kind of an old school,
I have not heard this track
vibe to it, and the song itself kind of raises like questions about like just the way you see things. Like, you know, there's two sides to every issue, so you know, a lot of people say that the winner gets to write history, or like, you know, it's just kind of like raising awareness or questions about like not only who's right or who's wrong, but like is how you see, like, especially it kind of borders on domestic terrorism and like terrorism, like, you know, if you're like, who is a terrorist, you know what I mean? And
we are going
what
deep
is
right now.
And what is, you know, if you believe that everybody, you know, everyone believes that they're fighting for the right cause and that they're doing it for a reason, for a higher good. So what really, like, who's right and who's wrong? How do you establish that? How do you distinguish that? And it goes deeper than just like a war overseas. It's people like in our own country. Are they Robin Hoods? Are they you know, Osama bin Ladens? You know what I mean? How do you look? It all depends on how you look at it and where you're coming from. And obviously the end result is that terrorism or violence, you know, of any kind really is wrong, in that you shouldn't, you know, you shouldn't.
And this has been IBI's public service announcement. Don't be terrorists,
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure it even, you know, I'm not sure it even it says all that, but
I see where you're going with it, though.
It's kind of raises that idea anyway.
Okay. All right, let's
we
get
went
into
from
it. I mean,
rap
this is
nerds to political nerds.
Yeah, no,
Right.
aggressive hip-hop beats, introspective, intellectual, with a message and a meaning and a concept. I like the sound of it. It's Appleton
Great way
Radio.
to break all that down.
Yeah, plus we had to get him to stop talking. I mean, Jesus Christ, that was good.
I'm getting on my nerd rap tip again.
I love it, man. I want to give a huge shout-out to all
I think
our
the
mobile.
message is read more, and then think about what you read. Think about it critically, and
analysis.
Yeah, you were supposed to play the beat right then. Like that was my.
No, man, I'm trying to give a shout out to all our mobile users on their iPhones right now, on their iPads, Apple, Appleton Radio, Apple press conferences, iPad 3, Rob Snyder, Jared Maxfield, you know, whatever, man. But let's get into this track, Hometown Hero, featuring Altruistic on Appleton Radio.
I wonder what's on the radio. Tune into something pleasant. Music, perhaps. Not one of those crime programs. They're so morbid.
Somewhere there's a model citizen, bridging gaps to fit in within a system that restricts him to a victim. More modest than most causes, with a hidden power you know not of. He folds boxes at the post office for an hourly wage, going out of his way to appear normal 8 hours out of the day. His alter ego, a superhero, in pursuit of evildoers, seeking to get equal in the sequel. Not in a literal sense, or with criminals against the subliminal threats they used to fill up your head. So you believe what you're fed. You're awake, but instead, if you obey what they said, then your thoughts are vacant and dead. Money ain't the issue, you can't take it with you. Experience is what identifies the person within you. Nothing's set in stone. Seek the lesser known more than the lesson shown, and perfect the craft that you hone. But that gets you nowhere, where the powerful don't care and would rather see you broke just to pad up their own share. So it's back to the Batcave with some new vocal tracks laid. A government worker blowing up the world on a Saturday. There's a Muhammad Atta in every hometown hero, and they're praying for peace in a mosque at ground zero. Most need guidance, so they seek alliance. They seem defiant, not the side with what we see as righteous. A little misguided, but not criminal-minded. Really fighting for his individual rights. He keeps his opinion in private, while the news keeps debating and pontificating, swearing there's action behind the acting and faking. Trickle down doesn't exist. The only thing that trickles down is piss. To remind him of this, he crashes his Cessna into the IRS, and they add another name to the terrorist list. We need more Mahatma Gandhis, more Mother Teresa's, and more Marcus Garveys, more Barack Obamas and less Mitt Romneys, less political promises about what's wrong with the economy, when they're only concerned with airing out the dirty laundry from the other side of the dichotomy. How about a bipartisan apology for the invasion of our private property? Persuaded to follow these patriotic policies. Hypocrisy at the cost of free will. We will wish war on people we never see killed, deemed evil, like we're always right. Yo, this can't be real. So it's on the average citizen to arm himself with information, for only through education can we change the situation we're facing and change the face of a nation where blatant racism's blatant and they omit misery from history's pages.
It go damn, Helen Keller, someone tell her about rebellion. I would say it ain't my job, but it is now. Pick your weapon, gotta have the proper capabilities and ancient infantries and a lot of good friends and good hearts to claim the victory. Seize the time, Bobby Seal on Bread's apartment wall and go, Huey doesn't take no shit from nobody at all. Sometimes I play the gambler, check the cards on the deck. You gotta know when to fold them or you have nothing left, cause the respect you're expecting to get is a joke when all you do is joke and can't act like grown folks. And I've been done damage, no more borrowing a bandage. Healthy support for the soul is a must. I love breath control in the people that we trust. See who get rolled on, see who take a loss, see how I dumb it down to get the message across like that.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men?
Yikes. Now I understand why we needed such an intro on that track. Wow, man. That's on both fronts, production and lyrical and everything. That's
60s.
I probably need to listen
banging.
to that a lot more to digest that, but wow, man.
I think you know, I'm the type of person anyway. I like to listen to music that you can take you can listen to over and over again and take a different meaning or something new from it every time. That's one of the things I like about the homie Pensive. As long as we've been playing with him, every time he plays a song, whether live or I listen to a recording of it, I always pick up something new from what he's putting out there. You know what I mean? And that makes it hard for the initial listener to get a gist of the song. That's where you have to keep a good musical continuity and a good beat and all that to keep them involved in case, maybe you want to make maybe you're working or you want to make dinner while you're listening to music. You don't have time to analyze the political fucking metaphors behind the statement in the 4 bars before it passes on to the next one. You know what I mean? But maybe you catch a piece this time, the next time it plays, you catch that, and it gets you thinking about this or that.
Damn, I really need to pay attention to that whole shit.
Yeah, it stimulates more thought anyway or discussion than I'm titties and booze and Escalades and that stuff. Anyway, you know what I mean? And I can't, so, I think that that's the type of music that I like to hear. And I think that if you're an artist or a musician, that you at least have a certain obligation to provide some type of content to the people that are listening. It's tough with religion or politics. You're never supposed to talk about like religion or politics with strangers because
Jehovah
nobody sees eye to eye 100%. So you're never going to
get anywhere.
Yeah, it's a touchy subject, but at the same time, those are two definitely relevant topics and issues that they change constantly, but at the same time, they're still the same.
Shit, different day.
It's always going to be the same. It's always going to be the same beast that you're dealing with, kind of, whether the names and the dates change. I don't know. It's and
I know
it's
what
just,
you're saying. Yeah, it's,
I don't
it's
want
human
every
nature. It's a shout out to religion. Good job on that one. Whoever thought of that one? Nice one.
Actually,
really.
If you want to
see that now we're talking about it.
If you
too far.
If you want to get into another song from the record, actually, I have one that's kind of like, while we're on this kind of.
All right. Yeah, seems like a good idea. I think we'll get into that and then play some tracks behind it and kind of give, because we've been just chatting our listeners' ears out. But yeah, so yeah, what do you want to get into?
The next song, if you want to play the song Solitary, not Solitary, we already played that. I'm thinking of. That's the one I'm thinking of, dude. I'm spacing out right now.
Bring back knowledge of self.
No.
After all.
Town Crier.
Look around. Room to breathe.
Calm and Collected. That's the one.
Oh man, the only one that, I mean, jeez. All right. Anything you want to give us some information before we get into this? I know
this
how
is
you
one
like to
that
do that.
I had written for a long time. I wrote it, and I wrote it to a beat that was like, I don't know, I think it was even like a gangster beat, you know what I mean? It was not like
anything you wanted to release.
Yeah. I kind of liked the particular beat, so I wrote these lyrics to it, and then I sat on them for a long, long time until I found a beat that
fit the bill.
Yeah. So
yeah, and for this one in particular, I think that worked out well. I think for most of the songs on the album, you wrote to the beats. This is probably one of the few, if the only one, that was mashed up after, and it's like, I don't necessarily think you would have written that same way if you were to sit down and write to the beat, because the way he fits the lyrics in and fits the verse in, it's like it's a different flow, and it's packed in there. And like the first time I heard him like fluently rap it, like front to back, no stopping, because there's no punch-ins on it, straight through.
Yeah, it's when you listen to this particular song, it's
one take wonder.
One take.
First time I heard it, I was like, damn. And I remember we recorded it. It was me, Jesse, and Josh Thalen. Shouts to the wind, Trails, what up? We were just like, he nailed the take, and Josh and I were just like, damn, like, whoa. Shit was crazy. So, I was mad impressed with the way he flows on this one. So,
all right, cool, man. We're going to get into it's
Calm and
Collected, and then we'll flow into some Nobody Cares, maybe a Brizzo track, and just keep Maine hip hop fresh. You guys are going to be in the building for a little while longer.
Nobody Cares. What up?
Oh yeah,
definitely, and we've still got exclusive tracks to come.
Oh, absolutely.
So make sure you guys stay tuned in Appleton. These guys are going to hang out with us. We're going to take a nicotine break and come back to y'all here in a minute. So enjoy the music.
Rap night, Appleton, Sandbag.
The dusk of a setting sun, mad at what I let myself become. Calm and collected, yet not as respected as the artist in my collection. I accept it. Deception lurks, waiting to stick his head in. There's not enough medicine to render this devilish mess dismembered, severed appendages. Yet I never extended this gesture in your direction with any more than a glimpse to get in your head a little bit. Clever, isn't it? Haha, never forget. I endeavored against the best of wit. Lost and came out with much more than a win. So why would I give a fuck or give in? Or get stuck and spin in one position? With the proper revisions, I will conjure the visions to rid your afflictions. God's different renditions have flaws within them, but in them is more than superstition. In them is our image and definition. They try to switch it to lie to the idiots to get them to buy into it. I'll show you what I did with it, put more than time into it. Let's simplify a little bit. I dive into it and strive for the intricate depictions of how intimate this shit is. It's as intimate as it is limitless. That's my syllabus. I have that willingness, and I've been building it since the first time I ever tried killing it. Still isn't me who falls a dreamer, isn't it me as a human being who's searching out meaning, reasoning what's only feasible while we're dreaming. Minds fleeting this evening, and the pen chases it, beating ink on the vacant sheets of paper, seeming to plead with me to fill their layers with phrases of prayer, despair, reaching out for someone who isn't there. Empty-handed, then we panic like an artist who throws his canvas on the fire and damns it. I'm damaged, on a tangent, running rampant, scared as fuck that I can't bear it, as if I didn't have enough spirit. It's apparent I'm careless, but where's my awareness and all this arrogance? All the narratives I've engineered have been imperative in comparison with the other artists pioneering this shit, but I exist. So till the day I die, just try to decipher why. A night sky, nice try
Hi, nice guy. Might I have this dance, Miss Red Dressed Empress? She said yes. And the rest in the chapters of my digest. I digress from the realm of the flesh. Ashes smothered and spread amongst the dead. Taken away by the sea, brought by the waves beneath the surface. We barely scrape with what we wish to achieve. There's no escape till we buzz free. Trust me. We might never weather the squall.
Fabled green and pleasant land is white and cold, something everybody on the ground knows. Enduring the longest, deepest cold snap in 3 decades.
If you ever felt bitter about feeling suckers out while you sit in your house, spend a half a decade living it out, figure it out, this verse is like a kick in the mouth. Exited my stomach with nausea, following in the dead of night. Mix the sound of the wind howling with hollering. Fall these constant missteps are my only solid offering. Open showing grief, pick the flesh that nourishes off of me. It's 2 degrees at night and 12 degrees a day. Never been dead without a trace of beginnings to any kind of an inkling of a thing to say. We search for a reason here, a moment in the summer thinking clear, but it's cold as in the middle of the day. Every chest cavity was sinking fear. All around are the hardened laborers, cracked skin and the scars made from years. Wrinkles on the face and place for tears, irrigated on the way to face it here. Whether you feel like you're none, or you see us as one, I'll still be hanging out with my people, 12 degrees in the sun. Whether you feel like you're none, or you see us as one, I'll still be hanging out with my people, 12 degrees in the sun. Whether you feel like you're none, or you see us as one, I'll still be hanging out with my people, 12 degrees in the sun. 12 degrees in the sun, 12 degrees in the sun. I'm swimming in the sea of flannel, overgrown beers for a piece we scramble. Stay drunk like a plow on the road, never matters in the storm if you're out of control. Slowly to a creep as the blood cools and coagulates. Degenerates looking for the next bad mistake to congratulate. The hazardous place I like to go, at peace in a landscape white with snow. Where I'm at, I bet you'd all like to know. My burial, I'm impaled by icicles. This is the life I chose. You didn't ever think I'd write this cold, but I control fate of one and only. Cold doesn't slow me. My engine never ceases to sputter. Stay beneath the others, disguised as lowly. Warm my face by the sun of the day that has sprung bad fortune, more repetitive grief. Whether they could rewind a nickel, a dime, or a pill, you take a sedative sleep. I break the ice like a punch in the face from a stranger, as like I'm thrust into danger. Take a walk on a cold day, listen to these words, that's what I am one and the same with. Whether you feel like you're none, or you see us as one, I'll still be hanging out with my people, 12 degrees in the sun. Whether you feel like you're none, or you see us as one, I'll still be hanging out with my people, 12 degrees in the sun. Whether you feel like you're none, or you see us as one, I'll still be hanging out with my people, 12 degrees in the sun. 12 degrees in the sun, 12 degrees in the sun.
Blind, like one when the sleep comes over in a swoon, I stumbled into darkness. I went down, down,
Your horizontal creep before you reach the first marker. Then we'll see you in hell. See you in hell. See you in hell. See you in hell.
I always chased those outside the matrix. I was always a piece of stucco against the window, but I didn't want to be that anymore, so I sold it on eBay, along with my soul for $20. It was beautiful, a personalized stamp. I can stay up till 5 in the morning and kill myself with the best of them. You don't even know the way I snore. You're never ever gonna find out either, I got a feeling. Unless you got a fever and a full bottle, a lot of patience and a VCR. I'm not that tall. I feel ugly inside sometimes. I look at the mirror and I'm like, that fat guy in the reflective glass eats like a bird with a liquor license. And sometimes I don't know how to take that. So I have some pizza after I get out of bed every day, bright and early at 3:30 p.m. and start my day.
This advanced darkness built for the heartless. When they
is Wazowski. I turn a mic into a carcass. I'm just for motivation. I'm off back to home. I lost the airport with headphones for a buffer zone. But then we stayed up late to dub tapes. Passed over by those clones of discerning taste. Wazowski word, I heard you rip mics, yo. Nah, son, I just molest them and swallow them whole. Kids are getting tumors from they shell toes. Acting the food, spilling beer on their hear my ears with some futuristic plastic gifts. Catch the drift, kid. I move the crowd like a laxative. Run the show. Make allies and hunt the merchandise. Away the staple gun in this age of ice. Notice the chosen. Dig the unspun from the unknown zoner who kills it till it's done. It's good fun like zip gun. Staring hard into the setting sun. Fact in the fiction. The lines in addiction. The toxic remission. I feel the friction, the fact in the fiction, the lines in addiction, the top secret mission. I feel the friction. Feel the friction. Feel the friction. Come one, come all to my gothic revival. Ruin written large in an illustrated Bible. Battles multiply and work through the centuries. Hassling botanical stencils of supremacy. Providing for direct from the sideshow fossils. Vomit more gospel than all 12 apostles. Squeeze paint out and glad to not remodel this world. Appease the mob and torch every flag unfurled. Morning sickness, yeah, I puked up the Eucharist. The church is a business that molests little kids. Put in compromising positions of authority, a dying whore. Propped up by ghost stories. Distilling wormwood for the communion of losers. Left you on the right, I heard the whites of your eyes. I filled the back of a cab, gutted by the juice. A bit more messy when the target's moved. Now I'm a bad actor, Ed Wood variety version. Open to the call off, getting off on the loss of love and keeping tickets stuffed in souvenirs. Bottle of acid rain to pass out on Halloween. And not in the process, we my love nest. Elvira calls me on, rises in my presence. This is a test to weed out the well-fed notes from the underground. Welcome to my head. And on my bloody knees, busy begging God, give me strength to sign. Make the voices stop. Here's little Joseph, they're getting wasted. You can't let both hands, running out of patience. Get Kick that dope shit.
Is it love or is it hate? Me pulling on my weight, or something along the lines of that. Said it's something along the lines of that. Could be something along the lines of that.
Is it real or is it fake? It's hard to say, but it's something along the lines of that. Something along the lines of that. Yeah, it's something along the lines of that.
It's not really ever clear. Said it's music to my ears. I take it for what it is. Something along the lines of that. Said it's something along the lines of that. Could be something along the lines of that.
Are we sitting in heaven or laying in hell? It's hard to tell, but it's something along the lines of that. It's something along the lines of that. It's something along the lines of that.
You and me both trying to find where the answer is, but I don't know if I can handle it.
And I don't know if I could handle it.
And I don't know if we can handle it. You and me both trying to find where the answer is, but I don't know if we can handle it. And I don't know if they can handle it. And we don't know if you can handle it. Along the lines of today and tomorrow, it's somewhere far near the stars in Apollo trips. Trying to make a hollow tip fit into a bottle quick. Captain Morgan, make a trail, let me follow it. Along the lines of summer and winter snow, it's sort of paradise, flaring like that inner glow. Till then, I never been as low. I've been to Venice though. I felt the heat on my feet just like a tennis pro. So here's my penance, yo. Along the lines of God and all I work for all the times my job need me to work more. Sweeping up that first floor, leaking while my verse pour. Never weaken, so I work more. On every weekend, I'm deeper than like the earth's core. Last child acting firstborn. I've been a prodigy in verse form, walking the ice in my worst storm. Along the lines of friendship and inhibition, along the lines of senseless and indecision. Where love is found in summer crowns, the intuition, my inner wishing, just wishing I keep the pen to lifting.
but I'm different giving signs to that. I give my time to rap. I hate the love, I hate the judge, or something along the lines of that. Listen, give me the paper, let me scribble on the lines of that. I always did it cause I felt it in the middle where my spine is at. Gymnastic flip, the other side of that. Get inside of that is where the virus at. Two that I divided back when I was just a child trapped, guided by the facts and couldn't find my way back. And now I'm on the train tracks, looking at a train that's aiming to leave my frame flat. And I'm just trying to pick a way to go. I'm thinking, fuck it, I get the bucket, but stuck up on the pick and roll. Feet glued, can't move, sick of playing chicken in the road. I need to go, and something along the lines of that. Maybe space in the middle of where the lines are at, or out, or up above where the horizon at. I got a buzz like a bee. Can you see where my eyes is at? Cause I feel that I lost my soul, and I don't know where I can find it at. I can't even find a map to pinpoint it. God. See, I don't know where his voice is. Sitting in the well where the coins flip, trying to make a wish, but my bones feeling stiff, losing my concentration. I always thought that my head was on and straightened, but I feel the bond is breaking. Lord, do we need a conversation before I could be repented? For now, I'll be waiting by the fences. It's not really ever clear, said it's music to my ears. I take it for what it is, something along the lines of that. Said it's something along the lines of that. Could be something along the lines of that. Are we sitting in heaven or laying in hell? It's hard to tell, but it's something along the lines of that. It's something along the lines of that. It's something along the lines of that. You and me both trying to find where the answer is, but I don't know if I can handle it. And I don't know if I could handle it. And I don't know if we can handle it. You and me both trying to find where the answer is, but I don't know if we can handle it. And I don't know if they can handle it. And we don't know if you can handle it.
Yeah, Appleton Radio. That right there is Shane Rise in Essence. Surprise bonus off that Rainbilly project, Along the Lines, produced by Clark Work.
Dope joint.
Yeah. Before that, we had Brzezowski live at the Lesson, Portland, Maine, and then before that, MC Nobody Cares, 12 Degrees. We're still chilling here with IBI and Shupe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, big shout outs to Lady Essence and Shane Rise, killing it 2 weeks in a row at the Big Easy.
That's right.
Something to be said about
OZ
that.
coming through, OZ
absolutely.
coming through and throwing down a couple tracks.
Yeah, thanks to you guys too, EA. That was friggin' great that night with you guys and Spose, Slide Chi and Trails and
big night.
Excuse me, retarded, dude. That shit was retarded. I had so much fun, man. That was great.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely great time.
Got an ill scarf and
Thank you guys for both copping the limited edition Educated Advocate scarves.
Yo,
what up?
Yeah, I always try and grab the most like rare thing on the merch table, you know? If you got like a Tor EP or like a hand pressed shit,
I'll
probably buy that before the packaged barcoded one, you know what I mean?
That's why I bought B-Route's book, yo. Shout out to B-Route.
No doubt. Yeah, B-Route. I think I read a couple of joints in
shit's
there.
epic. I read that every day, man.
No doubt. It's helping you live?
It's helping me live.
No doubt.
It's helping me get through, man. Like, you know,
some funny conversations.
The funny conversations. That's the title of the book.
Nice.
So,
big shout out to B-Route. Somebody buy him a
That
PBR.
being said, I'd like to spit another rap from the head. Sun shines and twinkles from the farthest reaches of the galaxy. Still, I can't understand why grass grows, why cows move the plateaus. So many assholes and tuna casseroles, my apron stained. I ain't from Maine. I'm from Zion. Your mother's nylons. Nice try, dog. I'm gone. Peace out, Appleton Radio.
Yeah. IBI holding it down a little.
That was the Appleton exclusive
right there.
Yeah.
First and only place you'll hear that.
Catch the podcast, you know what I'm saying, on iTunes, subscribe and all that. So thank you both again for coming through. Any last minute raps or
updates?
Updates. I mean, shows. Anything at Rap Night coming up?
So
you
much,
plug
dude.
real quick,
Yeah. Next week is Fuck Computers 5. So if you're familiar with those, it's the 5th one we're doing. It's an all hardware beat showcase. No computers at all hardware.
None.
Nothing's wrong with computers, but it's about appreciating the finer things in life.
Yep.
And so we got that coming up next week. You know, like we were saying earlier, we're doing a release party, quote unquote, for Jesse's album on the 21st. Second Wind. Esh the Monolith from Boston is going to be on that one, along with Grant Street.
And we'll have some limited edition copies of free download EP.
Yeah, physical
that I'm gonna
copies,
put out.
hand numbered and shit. And then the last week in March, March 28th, DJ Rue and Boondocks are doing a night of remixes, live MPC work. They're basically calling it Bring Back 96. So you know, they're taking it. Yes way, dude. They're taking it back, so that'll be fire too. So.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that night. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, yeah. And then Manic Monday's release, April 28th, April
25th.
The last Wednesday in April. We'll just lock that in today.
Yeah, we
April
just
stacks, so yeah.
We just got together with actually Dynamo and Boondocks and put the final touches on that project. We'll get into a track, you know, once we're through chatting. And
but one other thing we got to talk about real quick.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, so as
what's my motherfucking name?
As you may or may not know, Snoop Dogg is playing at the State Theater on Friday, March 30th.
Yep.
And basically the show sold out really quick. So they're doing two shows. There's one from 8 to 10.
No way.
Yeah, and then
when are tickets available?
Sold
tickets
out
for that one are sold out,
one.
but then they're doing a second show from 11 to 1.
What?
And tickets are on sale tomorrow morning. But anyway, so there's...
Tip your bartenders.
Yeah, Jesse works at the...
What about April 19th?
No, so March 30th.
Yeah, anyway, so March 30th.
Two shows, Snoop.
basically. So we're doing a after party at Empire. And so basically upstairs at Empire that night, we're having a show. It's going to be Educated Advocates, members from Sandbag, and then Icebox are playing.
It's going to be
myself and Harsh will
bonkers.
be there.
Bonkers.
Nice. So if you got tickets to the early show, the early Snoop show, it's going to get out at 10. We'll be right at Empire. You can get in for $2 with a ticket stub.
$5
Crazy.
if you can't afford the $40 ticket to go see Snoop Dogg.
Yep,
Come see some live-ish right down the road.
Yeah, so we'll have that going on. So
and also anybody that wants to be a part of a cipher at 6:30 the night of at the State Theater, come on out and help us hand out handbills.
Wow.
We'll be kicking raps on the sidewalk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Genius.
Yeah. So.
IBI, you want to end out with anything? Any deep thoughts? Any hallucinations?
I'll leave the
anything?
deep thoughts to Stuart Smalley.
Okay.
Jack Handy.
Jack Handy. That's who it was. But yeah, no, the April 19th, Port City Music Hall, Sandbag, and I-9 opening up for Raekwon and Supernatural.
Yeah, Supernat got added to that, or I didn't hear about that until like last week. That's fresh.
Yeah,
I've never
that's
seen
gonna be
him.
crazy. Yeah,
I think being if I was able to freestyle with someone like Supernatural, I think that would be monumental for me. He's definitely world class caliber freestyle MC as far as I'm concerned, and I'm sure everyone's concerned. So. If you're gonna play, you know, if I'm gonna play basketball, I want to play against the best basketball player, and not against them or with them. With them is fine too, but you want to always surround yourself by people that are gonna up the ante, maybe teach you something. You know what I mean? So come out the 19th and check out Raekwon. Oh my God,
tickets,
unfathomable.
Tickets for that are on sale now. You can save a couple bucks buying them in advance at the Port City box office. So if you're walking by and the box office is open, grab yourself a ticket.
That's perfect, man. So the 19th, that's a Thursday night, is that right?
Yep, that's correct.
The next night's the
April
Spose
19th.
CD
The next
party.
night, yeah.
Oh, huge!
It's gonna be a great week.
Jam-packed hip hop week.
It will literally be rap night.
Boom.
Raekwon,
Shabam,
and then the Spose release party. So that sounds like a good night. I'm sure people are already marking it on their calendars.
Mark it, man. Mark it up.
We should have the weekly 7 to 9 Appleton Radio 9 to 1 rap night. That's what I'm doing every week. That should already be marked in your iPhone.
That's standard.
You can put it in there right now and just set it for weekly.
Recurrence.
And then you'll always be on time to all your favorite social events.
There you go. Well, this is the Appleton Radio Show. We're glad to have IBI Instinct, El Shupacabra to come through, talk about the new album, Second Wind. Get yourself a copy when they print more up.
Yeah, there are a few copies at Bull Moose, Portland, Scarborough,
Moody Lords
as well. So.
But besides that, you might have to wait until Rap Night, the 21st. We're going to officially re-release it.
There you go.
Yeah, reissue.
And I think we were talking about Boone's coming in at the end of the month with DJ Rue. We got some brand new Boone's cuts, actually.
Oh, man.
The track this is on is a track that's coming off of Manic Mondays. The release party will be in April at the Big Easy Rap Night, the 25th. And this is actually the last song on the album. So we're going to get into this right now.
Appleton Radio, let's go. Manic Mondays, Dynamo Pete.
None of mercy.
Like, yeah, straight, yeah. Yeah, cyclone, my poems, straight domes. Yeah, cyclone, my poems, yeah.
The track's throwback, the flow's futuristic, the fold cats. Punchline to the lip like yo, hold back. Get the picture like Kodak. We blow a whole sack, bounce back between the beats and the rhymes like prime time of Bojack. Slacking off is unaccepted. Don't try to rock the mic without the proper skills collected. The true art form, the Portland scene has resurrected and remain to keep it raw with the community connected.
Lick a shot for the burners on my blocks. That's the way me and my peoples like to talk. Double MEA, get off our jock. We a problem, no solving. Stay evolving, our records here revolving. Mic it in on that old school head spin. Dookies and Kangles, word annihilation. Woody Harrelson to the neck type space. And we like that quality realness.
Hey, yo, the rappers ill, glad to build on slacking. We all stack the skill, back to kill tracks in my pack. We had that massive pill, still real as a get. Feel the effect, best kept, perfected flows to fill a cassette. Bet, delivering the blow death. Cardiac arrest, jets till they hold their chest and breath. Resurrect every record I blessed. I wrecked it correctly, cold flexing this jet.
Manic Monday, no gunplay at the dojo. These old souls get old, grow, and so on and so forth. The blowtorch burn all sorts. Line them up and mow them over. The flow smart. Tie them up until they're sober. Controller 10-4, the cloud floater. Cloud owner, loud loner, motor mouth. Used to occupy a homie's couch. I'm going out with the bang. New slang, change in my pocket. Missile rocket.
We eat beats for breakfast. Manic Monday steez, cause these fiends are pros who flow till we breathless. We checking tracks off of the checklist with reckless abandon. Frontin' phony rappers get the exit, the boot when we line up the troops and start conquering new grounds. Everybody drops a verse when stomping in, stomping over the comp. When the beat gets dropped, we main vets catching wreck, and it just don't stop.
Yo, live from the place to sleep. Hit singles, I engage the beat. I've been at it since back then. I get on posse cuts so people think I have friends. If you're finding me, it's 300 minus 93, rhyming sweet. EA, and the dude Dynamo, then my boy C. Fuck Idaho.
Yo, this is Mike Kidden. This Manic Monday shit is a problem. EA, Double M, Spizzy Spose, P-Dank, JKE, it's Monday Trees, Blaze, Dumb Glass, Glass Jock Products, Glass is something. This is the motherfucking grand finale. I'm telling you, it's Manic Mondays. Do your motherfucking homework. Seriously though. JKE.
Yo.
Yeah. It's not a game. Yo, this next track goes out to Pensive. Because Pensive is a loyal listener of ours.
Shout outs to the homie Pensive. Come to Rap Night to buy you beer, brother.
He wants to L that P with a dirty white
Sing
hat.
it, Leon.
Let's do it.
Oh shit! Yeah, this one's for the ladies. Dirty white hat. Holly Newton.
Well, you already met me, so it's probably time that I get on my knees and I lick your vagina. Start at your feet and move up slowly. Stop at your thighs and let you control me. Pull my hair, tell me what you like. When I reach the promised land, baby's bound to ignite. You're almost there, I can feel you shaking, and I'm hoping this time that my girl ain't faking.
Look at my clit, look at my beam, better get your tongue all up in between. Look at my clit, look at my beam, giving you a butt punch if you know what I mean.
Yo,
Yo, girl, you ain't a gangster, time to pull back that hood. Put my face between your thighs and start licking it good. Girl, I do my best work where the landing strip. My mouth is the plane and it's flying towards clit. Yo, I dine at the Y like 3 meals a day. Throw some snacks in between, girl, you get in your way. Busting nuts on my face, got you smelling my stash. Yo, the shit is money, girl, my tongue is cash.
Face down, ass up, get your tongue on my clam. Mouth ready to take down my beefy grand slam. Swirl your lips round my clit till I'm ready to spit. All my nasty pussy juices all over your shit. Thumb in my bum, now I'm ready to come. Stick your pinky in my stinky, let's have some fun. French dip my drapes like a trip to Arby's. You know I'm busting nuts when my back is arched.
Look at my crib, look at my beam, better get your tongue all over between. Look at my crib, look at my beam, giving you a butt punch if you know what I mean.
On the SNFB, if the flavor is right, if it's looking like a jungle, I ain't down with that type. I think I might get it with a little bit of skill. I think I mean a broad waterfall straight out the big hills. Make the body shake, break underground place. I retire from the alphabet method, that's not great. Invent my technique to the rhythm of beats. My tongue strums your inner walls, turn your princess to freak.
Look at my crib, look at my beam, better get your tongue all over between. Look at my crib, look at my beam, giving you a butt punch if you know what I mean. On that P boy, on that P, 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 on that P boy.
New CJ the Kid. Fresh Rhymes Daily, Appleton Radio. Check out CJ the Kid. Just posted this on our wall, and you know how we do it. AppletonRadio@gmail.com. Get us your tracks. Let's go.
Woke up early morning knowing that the world was mine. Woke up early morning, know it's time to rise and shine. Rise and shine, to the bed and rise and shine. Woke up early morning, know it's time to rise and shine. Let's go. To the bed and flick them ashes, clear vision, don't forget them glasses. Picked out beats, put them into baskets. Rap little beats, put them into cassettes. Rise and shine, don't catch a glare. CJ the Kid, that's still on there. Say your prayer for all my haters. Grand for the rap, you all die beta, get it? I'm your father, see. Please do not try to bother me. Pardon me, you're not part of me. Bone thugs with that harmony. Bang with beats like Bangladesh. Say it's on top, I am the best. Guaranteed there ain't no other. R.I.P. to my homie's mother. Hate on me, it's all you want. See me fall, that's all you want. All you want, that's all you want. Prove you wrong, that's all I want. The world was mine, I cured the cancer and cured the blind. And all the dreams that people cannot seek to find. Seek to find, now seek to find. The world is mine, I'm the king of it. The brawn of the beat, bring the heat with it. The heat with it, the heat with it. The brawn of the beat, bring the heat with it. I said that twice cause that shit was nice. In a rat race with 3 rhyme mice. I'ma knock them out, then clock them out. Come up to me, better watch your mouth. I'ma live my life, I'ma live my life. Smoke my weed, I'ma smoke my weed. Drink my liquor, I'ma drink my liquor. Bitch, this is what the fuck I need. I'ma take that shit and make it hit. Go on YouTube, favorite. I do this for my fans, so goddamn they better savor it. The world is mine, so I'm forever grinding. And the sun is right above me, so I'm forever shining. They try to take me down, but the kid will never plunder. The world is in my hands, and my wrath is what it's under. And the world is in my hands. Rise and shine. Turn your alarm clocks on, cause y'all sleeping on me.
Yeah, Appleton Radio Show. That was Appleton Radio first, CJ the Kid. World was mine, and want to give a shout out to him doing his grind out of South Portland. First time I've heard of him, so happy to play some music by him.
Yeah.
Also, before we go into the last track, we would just want to take the time to thank IBI Shupe for being here again.
Yeah,
always,
up, guys.
Yeah, always like having them come through. Even when IBI has dropped a whole sheet of acid.
Or whatever has occurred. He's delightful experience tonight. Some lovely poems for our listeners and some super deep thoughts by Jack IBI.
Yeah, definitely. But we started the night out with a beat from the Lynn, and we're going to end the night out with a Trails joint.
Okay.
So what's this joint we're going to end it with?
Posterize You featuring Alt.
Which you heard from on the IBI album earlier tonight. And, thank you guys for tuning in. Support local music.
Yeah,
go down to the Big Easy. They've got a lot of things going on Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night.
Every
live
night.
music. They got blues going on Sunday. If you want a cheap beer and a fun time, go to the Big Easy, supporting local music for over 20 years.
Yeah, one of the first dates I went on with the wonderful wife was at the Big Easy to listen to some jazz back in the day.
Hey, you know, helping mugs get married.
Yeah. Impressing women since 1982, the Big Easy.
There you go.
All right, man. Thank
we're
you.
Out of here.
Thank you.
We'll be back next week with the homie Alias. It's going to be a great week. Do your hip-hop homework and get up on what we're doing. iTunes, Appleton, AppletonRadio.com, or go to the Big Easy Live, stupid. Shit.
6 months, cigarette free. Reminds me of so many things that it leaves my skin tingling from head to shoestring. Watch my own self diminishing, witnessing traumatizing, catastrophic rendering, menacing projection of internal self-reflection. Self-sabotage, break it down and build it up. I step out of the shadow so I can feel the silhouette. Wearing my halo around my throat always makes me choke. You know nobody is perfect, we're still people, we're just broken. Like Richard Pryor said, life is not just one big joke, it's 1,000 little jokes all in a row like dominoes, and they fall against each other, they knock each other over. I'm the one who kept my distance, motherfucker, you can't push me. I'm the camouflage commando, the vagabond, the vandal. I'm your heart, I'm your hate. When you love or lose faith, I'm a hard act to follow. It's a whole lot to swallow. I know it seems shallow, I don't mean it how it sounds. So how the fuck should I say this? If you really want to save it, then face it and stop being so goddamn complacent. No containment, amazement's contagious and basic. Pat yourself on the back, you plateaued years ago. Plateaued years ago. Pat yourself on the back, you plateaued years ago. Get it? Riverside. Unjustifiable, undeniable, you're unreliable. It's not a surprise, we're not economically viable. We're all poor, so where's the loyalty? We're all supposed to be fighting a war, but seems more like you wanna be fighting me. Funny thing is, we'll never be done paying those dues. You must have had it confused, cause now you have even more to prove and even more to lose. You probably shouldn't be so content with all of your feats today, or you're just living in the past. And the future is where it's at, king of the molehill where you sat. Sitting back, they laugh, we all starve while they just get fat, and it's scary. I'm a revolutionary, I say fuck that. Sometimes just wanna fight back till they tuck that tail back and backpedaling until the chain comes off. We're all just workhorses until those reins come off, and their brains are soft and mushy. You know they don't wanna push me or push you. This is how riots get started, man. I've seen it right in Clyde, New York, just after the fireworks. Yo, they turned the hoses on the crowd and gave them the waterworks, and they responded by throwing rocks and bottles at the cops who don't stop. Just so the violence spilled out over the cup.
Which wanna know? What? Which wanna know? What you asking for? What you asking for? I'll be up against the mountain after sounding, looking down and every now and then counting sand in the hourglass, drowning. Devout and honest outing of your figurehead found. It's no longer in the center of attention in your house and home, haunting so often with the unresolved amounting. And the first law broken, then the throat go closing. I'll be open to the possibility of infinity, only at 5 o'clock peak high. So come get me if it's really me. Intentionally psychedelic energy projected, the mechanism was developed for experiments and methods. Sincerely signed like this line, drawing dime, sack of swine the line, bite the head right off the female pig and get the rib. Drink all of the Lilith wine and pull the rare root, and cut the head right off the pig so she cannot bear fruit. And drink all of the Lilith wine and boil the rare root, and cut the head right off the pig so she cannot bear fruit. There is tomorrow, oh. Once you follow this path, deep and low, below, and why do the weed grow slow? What you wanna know? There's tomorrow, oh, good fast. What you wanna know? Deep, low, below, and why do the weed grow slow?
Don't be afraid to shake things up.
I gotta ask that lady, where's my furniture?
What is it with you, fella? You think life is one big joke?
No. Life is not a big joke. It's a series of 89,000 little jokes. You know, all lined up in a row. There they are.
Out.